Hey y'all, and welcome to the Deep South Podcast, where our mirrors whisper secrets we didn't ask for, and our emotional baggage opens interdimensional portals. I'm your host, Possum Paul McGraw Jr., and let me tell you, last week I got kidnapped by Racoon Jr. Now, her government name is Mary Thorne, but I've been calling her Racoon Jr. ever since she popped out of that mirror like a goth raccoon looking for vengeance. She hates it, but it's too late now. I ain't stopping. Anyway, turns out she ain't the monster I thought she was. She's just someone who messed up real bad and never stopped paying the price for it. But, judging by the look in Abigail's eyes and the very unnatural angle of her neck, things are about to get real weird. So, grab a blanket, lock your mirrors, and keep your heart open. We're going deep today. Pale. Calm. Rope burns raw around her neck. Her head tilted. Just wrong. Like her bones were remembering something that they didn't want to. She looked so much like Natalie in that moment I almost called her name. Until I saw the stare. That cold, haunted stare. Her eyes locked on Racoon Jr. Then she spoke. But it wasn't just one voice. It was three. All of them hers. All of them real. One hurt, one angry, one hollow with sorrow. The sound of it made my skin crawl, like glass grinding against itself inside of a church bell.
You let me die.
Racoon Jr. flinched like the words were a slap. Behind her, a hairline fracture zipped across the floor, fast and sharp, like the room itself didn't want to hear it.
You broke us. You knew we were the only hope for our sisters, and for all the innocent women to come. And you went rogue. You ruined everything. My death and theirs are on you.
Fractures spiderwebbed outward with every word, glowing at the seams like they were bleeding light from somewhere else. The ground beneath Racoon Jr. throbbed, once, twice, like a heartbeat that had learned all the wrong rhythms. She clutched her head and stumbled back, eyes wild.
I didn't mean to.
You knew we didn't have a chance without you, and you turned your back.
A mirror above us shattered without warning. The shards didn't fall. They just hung there in midair, frozen like time had shrugged and walked off the job. I caught myself staring up at it and muttered, well, that ain't ominous at all.
I tried to save them. I thought I was doing the right thing.
You left us.
Racoon Jr.'s knees hit the ground with a sound that echoed, too loud for how soft it was. The realm reacted. A crack split wide beneath her, jagged like a mouth, glowing faint orange red, like the inside of a volcano trying to whisper. I stepped beside her, not too close, just enough to anchor her, just enough to say she ain't alone. You made a mistake, a big one that you'll probably always carry, every second. But that don't mean you're broken. That means you care. Hell, that's grief, Racoon Jr. That's love still living after somebody's gone. She didn't look up. Her shoulders trembled like a storm was trapped inside of them. You loved her, and now you carry her. You don't have to bury that. You just gotta carry it the right way. Use it. Learn from it. That's how you honor her. She looked up at me, and I winked. That is how you stay Racoon Jr. And don't bother arguing. I'm way too invested in winning this nickname war. Her mouth twitched, just barely, but it was there. A tiny, unwilling smirk, like some part of her hated to admit she needed that. The mirror flickered just once, like a candle fighting wind. Some of the hairline cracks around Racoon Jr. stopped growing. A few of them even reversed, sealing up like the world was giving her a second chance. She looked up, her eyes rimmed in tears, her face slack with pain.
I'll make it right.
Abigail's eyes softened, a small, gentle smile tugging at the corners of her lips. The mirror dimmed, then slowly vanished, like a tide pulling back. But Racoon Jr. didn't move. She just kept staring at the spot where Abigail had been. Her breath came in shallow gasps, like every inhale might crack her in two. Then she sat back on her heels, hand limp in her lap.
I thought if I could just finish what I started, maybe it would cancel everything out. Like a clean slate would erase the guilt. But you were right. Starting over means losing everyone who's already good. And I can't live with that. Not again.
There was a pause, real quiet, the kind of hush that only comes when the world's holding its breath.
I can't do this alone. I thought I had to, but I need them. I need all of us.
She stood, still shaken, and raised her hand. A portal opened, calm this time, swirling black with shifting stars and moons. The fabric of space itself folded inward. Reality rippled faintly at the edges, as if her magic was tugging at the seams of the world just by existing. Smooth, steady, a hopeful kind of magic. She stepped aside and gestured to it.
Go ahead. We'll find Thissy and Natalie once we're out.
I exhaled, finally, a sliver of relief creeping in. You know, I muttered as I stepped toward it. It'll be nice to walk through a portal for once instead of being thrown or knocked through. But just then, the portal flickered out. Racoon Jr.'s hand slammed into my chest, ice cold.
Wait.
The voice that came out of her wasn't hers. Too deep, too layered, like something ancient was trying her voice on like a Halloween mask. It hit me. This was what she meant. The Unmaking was here. I turned. Her eyes weren't eyes anymore, just two bottomless pits, obsidian and glassy, rippling like ink and water. My stomach dropped clean out of me.
Don't you think it will be better this way?
Still her voice, but not. I froze. Didn't we just go through all this? I said, peeling off her fingers one at a time. You had the whole redemption speech and everything. Don't make me start being inspirational again. She blinked. Her real eyes came back wild with terror.
Quick! We don't have much time. I'm fighting it, but it's strong. You need to go. Find the other two. They'll know what to do.
She grabbed both sides of my face, eyes locked like she was trying to burn the words in.
Don't come find me. I'll come to you. The Unmaking will seek you out.
Behind me, the air tore open. A new portal bloomed like a wound, raw and hissing with light. She shoved her hand against my chest, and I flew backwards into the portal. Just before it snapped shut, before I had enough time to lament that I didn't get to walk through the dang thing after all, I saw her one last time. Her eyes were black, and she was laughing. Delivered this week by Grits and Gravy, both wearing gothic Victorian mourning attire complete with veils and little black gloves. They silently hand over each letter while playing a somber dirge on a broken harmonica and a juice harp.
Redneck Mailtime. It's time for Redneck Mailtime. Yee-haw, Redneck Mailtime.
Letter number 1 comes from Cassie in Missouri. Pa, do ghosts know when we're talking about them? Cassie, I sure hope not, or else half my trailer park's about to get real crowded. Some spirits tune into emotional frequency. If you're telling her story with love or humor, chances are she's listening with a grin. But if you're making fun of how she used to yell at squirrels or cook everything with mayonnaise, well, you might get a flickering light bulb in return. Just don't lie about her fudge recipe. That's how hauntings escalate. Letter number 2 comes from Job in South Carolina. What would happen if all 3 witches of the Triad reunited at a Waffle House at 3 a.m. during a thunderstorm? Job, you just described either the end of the world or the beginning of something real tasty. Waffle House is a neutral zone. Ain't no dark magic nor holy light strong enough to override them hash browns. Time might pause, the jukebox might start playing backwards, and everyone inside would suddenly know Latin. But the coffee? Still bottomless. Letter number 3 comes from Maribel in Vermont. Have you ever felt guilt so strong it became a thing? Maribel, I just saw a guilt ghost claw its way through a mirror and scream like the void had teeth. Guilt ain't just a feeling, it's a haunting. It piles up in the corners of your heart till it starts knocking things over. The trick is to open a window, figuratively or otherwise, and let that air out. Talk to the people you lost. Cry it out loud. And if a literal ghost shows up, maybe don't keep a full-length mirror in the room. Letter number 4 comes from Tucker in Oklahoma. Is it possible for a haunted person to unhaunt themselves? Tucker, we all carry ghosts. But haunting ain't always about spirits. It's about echoes. Regret, loss, pain, they echo in our bones. But I believe folks can unhaunt themselves sure as frogs yell at thunder. You gotta face the thing. Acknowledge it, talk to it, and maybe forgive yourself a little. You ain't unworthy just 'cause you've been followed by sorrow. Letter number 5 comes from Sylvia in Arizona. If someone gets possessed but tells a good joke, is that them or the demon? That's a great question, Sylvia. Honestly, demons got personalities too. Some are rage, others got timing like stand-up comics. But when a joke hits just right, that might just be the real person breaking through. Or it could be a very theatrical spirit. Either way, if it's funny, laugh. Ain't no harm in that. Well, folks, you've been listening to the Deep South Podcast. I'm your host, Possum Paul McGraw Jr. And let me tell you, if you ever get yanked into a crumbling mirror dimension by a guilt-ridden witch being slowly possessed by a cosmic nightmare, take a second to compliment her outfit. It might buy you just enough time to survive. Next week, we find Natalie and Thissy, and we figure out what to do about this whole mess. In the meantime, check out the links in the description and go show our amazing voice actors some love. They all have something that you're going to want to see. I couldn't do all this without them. Remember, don't trust mirrors that breathe back at you. Guilt is heavy, but you ain't got to carry it alone. And if the portal looks friendly, it's probably lying. See y'all next week. Be safe out there and stay weird.